Good morning, welcome to Decode Australia. My name is Yvonne. Today is December 11th, 2020. Now let's look at the USCAD technical analysis. The US dollar inched higher against the Canadian dollar on Friday, increasing the price of the USCAD pair to more than 1.2700 ahead of the release of US retail sales news. As we're speaking, the USCAD pair is now hovering around 1.2743. The price of the USCAD pair may come across some significant resistance levels. So looking at the charts, the first resistance will be 1.2774, which is the upper trend line arm, and the second resistance will be 1.2800, which is the psychological number, and the third resistance will be 1.2917, which is the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement. And on the downside, the price of the USCAD pair might find some strong support near the listed price spots. Looking at the chart again, the first support will be 1.2706, which is the major horizontal support. The second support will be 1.2600, which is the psychological number, and the last support will be 1.2527, which is the low of April 1st back to 2018. The important news that we need to pay attention to is the US retail sales news. The US Census Bureau plans to release numbers concerning the US retail sales data on Wednesday, which is December 16, 2020. According to economist consensus, the US retail sales news registered a reading of negative 0.1% in November as compared to the reading of 0.3% in the month before. The US retail sales data consists of total receipts of the retail stores across the United States. The US Census Bureau releases data in percentage, making it comparable with the stats of the previous month. The change in the percentage of the data reflects the change in retail sales. The retail sales data is considered an important economic indicator since it reveals the likelihood of consumers' spending patterns in the coming days. Generally speaking, high reading is seen as positive for the US dollar, hence suggests a bullish market for the USCAD ahead and vice versa. In conclusion, considering the overall economic outlook of the pair in the recent few days, selling the USCAD pair might be a sensible trading decision in the short to medium term trading. Now let's look at the US yen technical analysis. The US dollar rose against the Japanese yen on Friday, increasing the price of the US yen pair to more than 104 ahead of the release of US Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index news. As we're speaking, the US yen pair is strengthening around 104.25 with multiple resistance levels coming ahead. The price of the US yen pair is likely to hit some critical resistance level near the listed price tags. The first resistance will be 104.73, which is the upper trend line arm, and the second resistance will be 104.84, which is the 61.8% Fibonacci level. And the last one will be 105 even, which is the psychological number. And on the downside, the price of the US yen pair might find some critical support level near the listed price tags. The first support will be 104.05, which is the low of December 9th, 2020. And the second support will be 103.81, which is the trend line support. The last support will be 103 even, which is the psychological level. The important news that we need to pay attention to is the US Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index news. The University of Michigan can anticipate releasing stats for the Consumer Sentiment Index news today. According to economists' view, the US Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index news registered a reading of 76.5 in December as compared to the reading of 76.9 in the month before. The stats for the US Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index reflects the level of consumers' confidence in the country's economic activity. These numbers also tend to estimate if consumers are willing to spend more money or not. Generally speaking, the higher reading suggests a bullish market for the US yen pair ahead and vice versa. In conclusion, given the price movement of the pair over the past few days, buying the US yen pair around current levels might be a worthwhile short-term trading position. So this is the end of the technical analysis. Please always bear in mind, trade with your mind, not with your heart. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page and our Instagram at Forex Decoded. If you like our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and share to your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.